A very good afternoon to all of you from the NDTV Southern View team. I bring you the news from Hyderabad. I'm also joined on this bulletin by Sam Daniel from Chennai and also Deepak Bopanna and Ritu Rajpurohit from Karnataka. But first, breaking news coming in from Telangana. After a very emotional and also a very stormy speech inside the Telangana Legislative Council, Kavitha, the MLC from the BRS party, who had in fact resigned from her party, gave a last speech as MLC on the pretext that her resignation had not yet been accepted by the Legislative Council chairperson, after criticizing the BRS and saying that it has become a party without any ideals or values. And she spoke about the kind of irregularities that had happened during the BRS regime time, saying that there is no one in the party who is stood up for the values that the BRS and the TRS was supposed to represent. Kavitha has now announced that she is going to be launching her own political party. What that means is that from the next elections onwards, Kavitha is going to be fighting on behalf of her own party, which is possibly going to be called Telangana Jagriti. She has as of now not announced the name of her political party, but as of now she heads what is called Telangana Jagriti, the cultural wing of the BRS, and she has now announced this political party. After that very emotional speech in the Telangana Legislative Council, Kavitha announcing a political party, we will continue to watch all those developments. As of now, no more political reactions yet. But for now, we go across to Deepak Bopanna, my colleague in Bengaluru, for news from Karnataka.
Right, thank you, Uma. And as far as Karnataka is concerned, over the last 24 hours, we've seen multiple, incidents of crime that has come to the fore, and some of them have turned political as well. In the latest, yesterday in Bengaluru's Chamrajpet area near the JJ Nagar police station limits, there was a Om Shakti procession that was carried out, and during the procession, the devotees claimed that all of a sudden multiple stones, were pelted at the procession, injuring some of the devotees as well. After which we had a huge number of devotees, pro-Hindu, activists, all of them gathering at the JJ Nagar police station and demanding that there should be strict action. They alleged that it was members of a different community who did this on purpose to disrupt communal harmony, and eventually, of course, the police registered an FIR as well. Now, we should note that 3 minors right now have been arrested. That's what the police are confirming. They're saying that they're also looking into the possibility of whether these minors were influenced by anybody else. We've seen multiple BJP leaders as well hit out at the government, saying that it's their appeasement mindset which has emboldened elements like this, which continue to target Hindu religious processions. My colleague Ritu spoke to multiple BJP leaders. We've also had the Home Minister react on the matter. Let's listen into all of these reactions that are coming in.
Last evening, there was a small procession of Om Shakti devotees in their locality, and during the procession, there was a complaint that somebody had pelted stone, and the stone had fell on one lady, and she was injured. So based on that complaint, we registered one FIR in JJ Nagar police station last night only, and we started investigations. And during the course of investigation, it was found out that 3 boys were involved in this incident. We have picked them up, we have questioned them, and we are taking legal action against them. All the boys are of the age of 14 to 15. So they're minors, and as per law, we are taking action. We have not arrested, we have picked them, we have secured them, we are producing them before the board.
5 ಜನ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಹುಡುಗರು 17 ವರ್ಷ 15 ವರ್ಷದ ಹುಡುಗರು ಅವರು ಓಂ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ಲು ಎಸೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಜುವೆನೈಲ್ ಇದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಕೇಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಏನು ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೋಕೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಸರ್, ಅದೇ ಕಾನೂನು ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನು ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಅವರು 17, 15, 16 ವರ್ಷದವರು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾರು ಪ್ರಚೋದನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಹೇಗಾಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ
ಅದೇನು ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ತಪ್ಪದು. ಮೈನರೋ ಮೇಜರೋ ಅದು ಲೆಕ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ಅನಿಸಿಕೆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಅದೇ DCP ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಪಾಪ 13 ವರ್ಷ 14 ವರ್ಷ ಹುಡುಗರು ಅಂತ 3 ಜನನ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಣ್ಣ ಹುಡುಗರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ತಪ್ಪು, ದೊಡ್ಡವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ತಪ್ಪು, ಮೈನರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ತಪ್ಪು, ದೊಡ್ಡವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ತಪ್ಪು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು DCPಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದು ಹಿಂದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹಿಂದೆ ಯಾರನ್ನ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ನನಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ದಯಮಾಡಿ ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ DCPಗೂ ಸೂಚನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
It's very serious issue. Om Shakti devotees, they are not only in Bengaluru, they are in entire Karnataka, of course across the country also. This has never happened before. Earlier, few months before, in the same area, few anti-national elements had raised the issues. They took out the swords and protested. During that time also, state government did not take any action against those anti-nationals. But because of this attitude of the state government, because of the minority appeasement politics of the Siddaramaiah government, yesterday, innocent devotees of Om Shakti, they were on a peaceful procession. They have pelted stones. Women has been hit. They have been admitted in the hospital. So state government has to take up this issue seriously. Just registering an FIR, arresting few people, this will not resolve the issue. And this Om Shakti devotee issue, definitely it's going to spread across the country. So before that happens, state government should act very strictly against those idiots.
So you went to Uttar Kannada.
कर्नाटक में कांग्रेस सरकार आने के बाद गणेश प्रोसेशन के ऊपर स्टोन पेल्टिंग किया, अय्यप स्वामी प्रोसेशन के ऊपर स्टोन पेल्टिंग किया, अभी ओम शक्ति प्रोसेशन के ऊपर भी स्टोन पेल्टिंग किया है. उसका मतलब कब मुस्लिम बाहुल्य रहता है वहाँ हम लोग हिंदू लोग उत्सव करने के लिए वो लोग रुकने के लिए कोशिश कर रहा है. वो इस्लामी मानसिकता है. इस्लामी मानसिकता हर जगह में ऐसा करता है.
After Siddaramaiah coming to power, Congress coming to power, wherever, Ayyappa Mala, stone throwing, Om Shakti, JJ Nagar in Bengaluru, stone throwing, wherever Ganesha festival, they will arrest Ganesha, not us. They will arrest Ganesha, put him to jail. That is happening in Karnataka. This is Karnataka. What we are seeing in Congress regime, they will all Hindu festivals, they will restrict. No, don't use DJ, don't use sound box, don't protest. For Muslims, no. Everywhere they can do anything.
Congress government is into appeasement politics. They don't enforce law. They're trying to have a soft approach. It is not fair. They should enforce. Each and every person has got right as per constitution and democracy to practice his belief. Om Shakti people have got the right. Ayyappa devotees have got the right. The Ganesha devotees have got right to practice. They should not come in the way. They should allow and take strongest possible action against those people who have pelted the stones, and Gunda Act case should be booked against.
Now, like we've been saying that there have been multiple crimes reported in the state over the last 24 to 48 hours. Now, there was another horrifying murder of a young Dalit girl. This was in Yellapur, and following which, of course, the BJP has claimed that once again the murder is a result of the appeasement politics. My colleague Ritu brings you all the details. Ritu.
Well, right, Deepak. There you see this is a shocking incident that has come to fore from Uttara Kannada's Yellapur. Now, that's where in a broad daylight when, Ranjita, 30-year-old Dalit woman was heading back home after finishing her work. That's when she was stabbed to death by an individual named as Rafiq. Now, of course, what police also found out when the incident took place on Saturday in the broad daylight around 2 p.m. On Sunday morning is when the Rafiq also ended his life by hanging himself on a tree in Uttara Kannada in Yellapur itself. Now, of course, this has triggered a communal tension as well in the Uttara Kannada with all that Hindu outfits calling for a bandh, and on that lines you also have the BJP lashing out at the Congress-led government here in the state, saying that this is a clear-cut case of a love jihad. We have seen in the past as well how that the Neha Hiramat case was somewhere been tried to burn down by the Congress leaders in the state. The investigation still remains to be on. There's no clear-cut investigation that's really taking place in that case as well. So that's the love jihad case is what's been said by the BJP. But listen in how that this has really taken a political turn here in the state with these series of reactions coming in.
In Rafiq ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ
ಯುವಕನೇನೋ ಹತ್ಯೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇಡೀ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲೂ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನಾನು ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ರಹ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಮಾನ್ಯ ಗೃಹ ಸಚಿವರಾಗಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾಗಲಿ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಮರುಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಖಂಡನೀಯ ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ನು 2 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನೇಹಾ ಹಿರೇಮಠ್ ಆ ಘಟನೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವ್ಯಾರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಗೃಹ ಇಲಾಖೆ ನಿಷ್ಕ್ರಿಯ ಆಗಿರುವ ಪರಿಣಾಮವೇ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಕರಣಗಳು ಮರುಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಗೃಹ ಸಚಿವರಾಗಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಾಗಲಿ ಇಂಥ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ನಡೆದಾಗ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆ ತನಿಖೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡೋ ಮುಂಚಿತವಾಗಿಯೇ ಇದು ಲವ್ ಜಿಹಾದ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಚಿಟ್ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲದರ ಪರಿಣಾಮನೇ ಇಂಥ ದುಷ್ಕೃತ್ಯಗಳು ಮರುಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
देखिए, जो रफ़ी का नाम का लड़का एक जो लड़की का कत्ल किया है, ये तो बहुत बेशरम घटना घट चुकी है. हम इसको कंडेम भी करते हैं. ऐसा तो लग रहा है कर्नाटक में जो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सिचुएशन है वो कंप्लीट फेल्योर हो चुका है. एक तरफ बल्लारी में ओपन फायरिंग होता है, दूसरे तरफ दिन दहाड़े एक लड़की का मर्डर होता है. तो ये लोगों का अल्पसंख्यक तुष्टीकरण नीति जो कांग्रेस सरकार रवैया है उसके मद्देनजर ये सभी होने के लिए चालू हो चुका है.
There is a collapse of law and order, and especially Yellapur murder is most heinous crime that is being in recent days. Those people are being much encouraged for doing such things, and government should very seriously look at it. State government to prevent such issues. I strongly condemn, and government should provide all necessary support to that family.
Well, needs to be seen how that the government here will take this up, because the BJP is trying to mount a pressure on the state government, saying that announce a compensation for the deceased family because she has a son. In fact, that's what's been said by the government. Needs to be seen whether the government will really take this up with the mounting pressure. There's more news coming in where my colleague Deepak Bopana will take us through.
Well, in fact, in Bengaluru, in Bannerghatta, there was an incident where inside the campus, a warden has stoked a controversy by telling the students not to speak in Kannada in the campus, and he's heard speaking in Hindi while he's, saying the same. A video was secretly recorded by some of the students questioning why he's imposing such a rule, to which, of course, he says that this is not their home and they have to follow these rules. After that, of course, we've seen protests that broke out by some of the pro-Kannada activists who have demanded action against him. Now, internally, the institution, of course, has decided to dismiss him from duty. We'll really have to see whether this will put an end to the protest or whether it will escalate, even further. Well, with that, it's a wrap from Karnataka. We're now over to my colleague Sam Daniel in Tamil Nadu, where he takes you through all the updates that's happening there.
Thank you, Deepak. We come to you from Trichy, where Amit Shah was on a 2-day tour of Tamil Nadu. He wound up in Trichy. Yesterday, he addressed a meeting in Pudukkottai. With elections due in a few months in Tamil Nadu, the criticism on family politics and dynastic politics is yet again cropping up against the ruling DMK. Amit Shah, who addressed a public meeting at Pudukkottai last night, took on the DMK on issues of corruption, law and order, family politics, dynastic politics and rising crime against women. He alleges that Chief Minister M.K. Stalin's sole aim now is only to elevate his son, Deputy Chief Minister Udayanidhi Stalin, as the Chief Minister, and that the NDA, which is trying to expand its footprint and to capture power in Tamil Nadu this time, would not let that happen. It's not just the BJP. The key opposition in Tamil Nadu, the AIADMK chief, EPS2, took on the ruling DMK on nepotism, saying that while there is a senior leader in DMK, Durai Murugan, who's a minister, who's the longest serving MLA in Tamil Nadu, he has not been given that privilege to be the deputy chief minister because he was not born in Karunanidhi's family, but a youngster Udayanidhi Stalin has been elevated. And this is what EPS and Amit Shah had to say. But the DMK has shot back, saying that this is an outdated criticism and that dynastic politics is very much present both in AIADMK and the BJP as well, with many sons and daughters of senior established leaders being made MLAs, MPs and even union ministers.
तमिलनाडु सरकार का एकमात्र उद्देश्य है स्टालिन जी के बेटे उदयनिधि को मुख्यमंत्री बनाना। पहले करुणानिधि जी, फिर स्टालिन जी और अब उदयनिधि। स्टालिन बाबू, आपका ये स्वप्न पूरा नहीं होने वाला है।
அதிக நாட்கள் சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினராக இருந்தவர் அண்ணன் துரைமுருகன் அவர்கள். அவர் திரு கருணாநிதி குடும்பத்திலே பிறக்காத காரணத்தினாலே நீண்ட நாட்கள் சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினராக இருந்தாலும் அவருக்கு அந்த வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்கவில்லை. அடிக்கடி திரு ஸ்டாலின் அவர்கள் குறிப்பிடுவார், எமர்ஜென்சி மிசா சட்டம், அதிலே நாங்கள் பட்ட துன்பம் ஏராளம் என்று சொல்வார். அதிலேயும் துரைமுருகன் அவர்களும் பங்கு பெற்றார். அப்படிப்பட்ட ஒருவருக்கு அங்கே துணை முதலமைச்சர் கிடையாது. ஆனால் திரு கருணாநிதி குடும்பத்திலே பிறந்த திரு உதயநிதி அவர்களுக்கு துணை முதலமைச்சர். இதுதான் அண்ணா திமுகவுக்கு திமுகவுக்கு உள்ள வித்தியாசம்.
In less than 2 weeks, Tamil Nadu would celebrate the harvest festival of Pongal. Today, Home Minister Amit Shah was part of the Tamil Nadu BJP's Modi Pongal celebrations in Trichy, where 1,008 women along with their family members prepared Pongal in a traditional way as part of the BJP's Pongal outrage. Here is my ground report on the celebration as well as the Pongal politics. Home Minister Amit Shah was part of Tamil Nadu BJP's Modi Pongal celebrations in Trichy, where 1,008 BJP women took part in that community Pongal celebrations, where they prepared Pongal in a traditional way. And the larger message is to showcase how the central government is promoting Tamil language and Tamil culture. This comes at a time Tamil Nadu is gearing up for the 2026 assembly elections due in a few months' time. Do you think this outreach by Mr. Amit Shah will help the BJP win more seats this time?
Yeah, sure, because we entirely connect with people and their traditions, no. So it is an outreach for that also. We agree with that.
You told me it's all about Tamil tradition. The opposition is targeting the BJP, saying that they are imposing Hindi, they're naming all the government programs in Hindi. Do you think they should name them in Tamil?
If it is named in Tamil, people might understand so easily.
So do you think the BJP should do that?
If they do, it will be so useful for us.
Will BJP be able to win seats this time?
Not able. Sure, we will win, and we are the 2026 winner of BJP.
Last night, Amit Shah also took on the DMK on the ongoing Thiruparamkundram Rao, and this is what he had to say, and the DMK shot back.
हिंदुओं के प्रोसेशन पर स्टे लगा दिया जाता है, हिंदुओं के मूर्ति विसर्जन पर भी स्टे लगाने का काम डीएमके सरकार करती है। मैं स्टालिन जी को कहना चाहता हूं, हमारे संविधान की मर्यादाओं को आपने हिंदू समाज पर अत्याचार कर कर तोड़ने का काम किया है। मित्रों, इस बार दीवार पर लिखा हुआ मैं पढ़ पाता हूं कि अप्रैल 2026 में तमिलनाडु में एनडीए सरकार बनने जा रही है।
They cannot claim that we are against Hindus. The party itself was started for Hindus. That they should understand. If anybody knows the politics here, they will understand that Amit Shah does not know the politics of Tamil Nadu. That is what his speech proves. They cannot claim that they are for Tamil Nadu. They have acted as anti-Tamils and they are doing it. So whatever they speak, the people of Tamil Nadu will understand and throw them out. They can never form a government in the Tamil Nadu. That much the BJP should understand, because of their anti-Tamil mindset, I am telling this.
People of Tamil Nadu are now labeling the DMK, the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, as dynastic Munnetra Kazhagam. and Home Minister Amit Shah ji very truly reflected the prevailing sentiment in Tamil Nadu when he said that the people have made up their mind to defeat and resolve to reject the failure model DMK government, which has now become synonymous with corruption. Also, the people are opposing the anti-people rule of the DMK, whose only goal is now to anoint through MK Stalin's son to the top position.
Well, days after the Congress put to rest speculation that it was toying with the idea of forging an alliance with actor Vijay's TVK, Manikam Tagore, Congress MP, has yet again reiterated the Congress's demand for power sharing, giving a third-party statistics on the possible present vote share commanded by different political parties in Tamil Nadu. Manikam Tagore says it's a reality in Tamil Nadu that it cannot escape alliance politics, and each party in their alliance contributes for the victory of the major partner, and it's time to discuss power sharing. For quite some time, leaders in Tamil Nadu Congress have been urging the DMK to give them share in power if the DMK was to win back a second consecutive term, saying that the DMK has always enjoyed power at the center whenever the Congress was in power at the center, and it's time the party also reciprocates. Manikam Tagore says it's important that parties also get a share in power. This becomes significant amid the promise or assurance by TVK chief actor Vijay that whoever joins his alliance, if his party wins elections and captures power, they would be part of the government. The ruling DMK has not formally responded. They do not want to make an issue of this. They say the Congress has every right to demand share in power, but ultimately, if the DMK wins elections with a single majority of its own, then there is no question of it expecting or there's a need for any support from other parties. DMK sources also say that parties like the Congress and others should also understand that without an alliance with the DMK, they will not also be able to win any seats otherwise. We'll have to wait and see how this issue develops in the coming weeks as Congress and the DMK would start seat-sharing talks. That's all from Tamil Nadu. Now it's over to my colleague Uma Sudhir for all the news from Telangana. Uma.
Thank you, Sam. The Telangana winter session of the Assembly is on, and inside and outside the Assembly, there have been very sharp and abusive comments being exchanged between the Chief Minister, Mr. Revanth Reddy, and the opposition leaders, including Mr. K T Rama Rao, in response to a comment made by the Chief Minister saying that because of the kind of alleged injustice meted out to the people of Telangana on the river waters issue, he had said that the former Chief Minister, Mr. KCR, and the former Irrigation Minister, Harish Rao, could be hanged, and he had even gone on to say that if it had been a Middle East country, they could have been stoned to death in public. And subsequently, he made a reference to Kasab, saying that because India is a democracy, that's the reason we gave him biryani and kept him in jail for a while before hanging him. This remark provoked a very sharp reaction from K T Rama Rao, BRS working president, who said that Rahul Gandhi, in fact, could be hanged at the Ashok Nagar crossroads in Hyderabad for having promised 2 lakh jobs to the youth, but failing on that. He also went on to say that both Revanth Reddy and Rahul Gandhi could be hanged in Kamareddy for the promises they made to the backward classes reservation, and in Warangal for the promises that they made about loan waiver to farmers at the Warangal declaration. Let's listen to what the Chief Minister and the BRS working president have said in public fora.
నీ రాహుల్ గాంధీని ఉరిదీయాలి. ఎక్కడ? అశోక్ నగర్ నడి చివరస్తాలో 2 లక్షల ఉద్యోగాలని చెప్పి మాట తప్పినందుకు రాహుల్ గాంధీని ఉరిదీయాలి. రైతులకు రుణమాఫీ చేస్తా అని చెప్పి మాట తప్పినందుకు వరంగల్లో రాహుల్ గాంధీని ఉరిదీయాలి. బీసీలకు 42% రిజర్వేషన్ అని చెప్పి మాట తప్పినందుకు మీ నాయకత్వాన్ని, కాంగ్రెస్ నాయకత్వాన్ని, రాహుల్ గాంధీని, రేవంత్ రెడ్డిని కామారెడ్డిలో ఉరిదీయాలి. ఉరి తీసుకుంటూ పోతే 420 హామీలు ఎగ్గొట్టినందుకు 420 సార్లను నీ 420 కాంగ్రెస్ పార్టీని ఉరిదీయాలి. కేసీఆర్ గారిని పట్టుకొని నోటికొచ్చినట్టు మాట్లాడుతూ, పనికిమాలిన చెత్తవాగుడు వాగుతూ, నిన్న శాసనసభలో ఆయన మాట్లాడిన మాట.
ఆ రోజు ఇరిగేషన్ మినిస్టర్ హరీష్ రావు గారు, చీఫ్ మినిస్టర్ కేసీఆర్ గారు వీళ్ళిద్దరిని ఊరేసిన, నేను అథారిటీగా చెప్తున్నా, వాళ్ళిద్దరిని ఈ జలాల విషయంలో చేసిన అన్యాయానికి హరీష్ రావు గారిని, కేసీఆర్ గారిని ఊరే తీసినా తప్పు లేదు. ఇదే మిడిల్ ఈస్ట్ కంట్రీస్ అయితే చౌరస్తాలనే ప్రజల చేత రాళ్లతో కొట్టించి చంపించుండే వాళ్ళు. మనది ప్రజాస్వామిక దేశం కాబట్టి ప్రజాస్వామ్య బద్ధంగానే ఎవరినైనా శిక్షించాలి కాబట్టి కసబును కూడా మనము చాలా రోజులు జైల్లో పెట్టి బిర్యానీ పెట్టి విచారణ చేసి ఉరిదీయాల్సి వచ్చింది.
On Friday, NDTV had broken the story of how PLGA top commander Burse Sukha had surrendered before Telangana DGP Shivdar Reddy. He did so along with 17 other members of the PLGA itself, and shockingly he brought in about 48 firearms that included the US-made Colt as well as Israel-made Tavor and also 2,200 rounds of ammunition. That has shocked even the police. I spoke exclusively to Telangana DGP Mr. Shivdar Reddy, who expressed shock and said that they now need to investigate how the Maoist group managed to get these kind of weapons.
This is definitely a very major setback to the CPI Maoist organization, because the person, in fact, the Maoist strength has always been their battalions, particularly this particular battalion which was headed by Hidma earlier, and now it was being headed, it was till yesterday it was headed by Burse Sukha. So the surrender of the Burse Sukha to us with so many, along with his component and also with these kind of weapons, is definitely a huge setback for the CPI Maoist. With that, it is a virtual collapse of the PLGA. And PLGA used to boast of more than 400 cadres once upon a time, well-trained cadres with more than almost 420-430 people. Now it has shrunk to 60 people, 60 cadres. And the command also has come out. So hardly there is anything left for them to now fight on. So I again give an appeal to them to come out from the police department to come out and surrender.
We go back to Deepak Bopanna in Bengaluru for some breaking news coming in.
Thank you, Uma. And it seems like, in Bidar, there has been some massive drama. This was during a KDP meeting that was held in Bidar district. It was being chaired by senior leaders, including Minister Ishwar Khandre, is what I'm told. And here, during the meeting, legislators have nearly come to blows. They've heckled each other. An argument that began over, an encroachment issue, soon turning physical there. Finally, we are looking at police officers having to intervene. You can see policemen holding them off as they go at each other, almost coming to blows. This is MLA Sidhu Patil and MLC Bhimrao who have fought over an encroachment issue. These are very preliminary details as of now. The police have gone there. They've been deployed in huge numbers because they do not want this issue to escalate. Supporters really getting involved is something that the police do not want, and that's why we are looking at the police trying to really bring the situation under control. These are very basic details at this point in time. We've also been told that the minister, Ishwar Khandre, who's in charge for the district, also had to abruptly call off the meeting post this drama. There were multiple cameras present there. There were multiple people who were seated, but that really didn't stop these two leaders from initially starting a verbal argument quite loudly and then that turning physical as well, and the drama only escalating to an extent that the minister had to call off this meeting. This was the KDP meeting in Bidar. Massive drama really erupting and legislators nearly coming to blows. We'll really have to see whether an FIR as well will be registered in this matter. We'll of course keep a close track of all the developments in this story. That's all we have in this edition of the Southern View. We'll be back tomorrow, same time. Don't go anywhere.